Welcome back, everybody. Now, last episode we left off just before we entered, just before we could enter Wind City. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now, as you can see, we have two areas. Let's go to the reservoir first, and just to see that it's locked.
It's locked.
I swear, too many places are locked. I need keys. Let's get into the city. Now, as you can see, there are quite a few entrances. So, okay, Birdie, are you? Nah, he's going to fly away. No, you must be. No. What about you? Any of you guys? No. Hello there.
Do you know Bowman?
You'll find all of the Holy Guard in the cathedral. Bowman and the Guard are a noble breed. The people of this city listen too much to their president, Dugan. Their trust in petty politicians will be the undoing of 100 years of peace.
Why did you retrofit the old buildings instead of just building new ones?
Too much history to just destroy them. President Dugan will probably try and change all that, though. He's already tried to dissolve the Holy Guard.
My name is Maya. This is Grub and Runner.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kathy.
Oh, a nice person. Oh, look, Grandma.
Do you know Bowman?
Don't associate with him. I pay allegiance only to President Dugan.
Never mind,
Why?
you're not my grandma.
He stands for change. That's why I voted for him. Bowman and his holy guards are an antiquated idea these days. They probably want to go back to a kingship.
The stonework in this city is amazing.
Yes, but it doesn't keep enough of the cold out during the winter. These days we pipe in heat and power.
What's the city's main trade? I don't see any junk guilds.
Junk guilds? No, we ship water ice and Helgak-driven ships to shells where it's scarce.
Fair enough.
Welcome. Look around.
Yeah. Nothing to buy. Look at the weapons on the shelves though.
I wonder why the city is walled up so tight.
To keep the curse out, dummy.
Curse?
No need to be rude though, little girl. Calling me a dummy and stuff.
Hello, take your time.
That voice doesn't match at all. Anything new here? Card token. I see. No. We'll still keep everything they have. Yep. Hello. Okay.
Why is this place called Wind City?
Because of the great windmill generators that power the city. Well, my friend says that's not true, that the city is named after the 7 armies of the wind that Marduk led against Gemma, but I don't believe him.
Is your father around?
My father is part of Dugan's task force.
What's that?
He helps think up new ideas for the city. They're the ones who brought in the power lines and lit up the streets.
Well, he's in for some bad business. Yeah, I think this is the... Never mind. Can't enter this place.
Can you tell me...
I can tell you don't know nothing about the laws.
Laws?
A supply and demand, kid.
Here, 1 coin for you.
Good enough, girl. What can I do for you?
Do you know a man named Bowman?
He's the leader of the Holy Guard. Teaches them the ways of Marduk.
I got...
What is this place?
The Cathedral of the Seven Winds. Home to the Holy Guard of the Seven Winds, who proudly carry on the traditions of Marduk.
That's an interesting way of saying it. Who proudly carry on the traditions of Marduk. Knock knock.
They aren't admitting visitors, girl.
Why not?
Yeah, they begin mourning for their fallen lost on Shell 2 in the service of their brothers and sisters of the Seven Winds.
Then this is the home of the Holy Guard?
What's it look like, an outhouse?
Yes. It's a drug dealer's house, guys. Don't be fooled.
Wow, this is a beautiful city you have.
New here, are you? Well, welcome to Wind City.
I noticed you have all sorts of gadgets here.
We've done much to retrofit our old buildings. Energy from the new power stations to the north is pumped in through large cables.
Where can I find a man named Bowman?
Mourning at the cathedral for his fallen comrades. It's a shame, really. We need him now more than ever.
You trade with other nations?
Yes, especially Shell 5. Ankara and Janam both buy our Helgak and water for their military. They had a little war a few years ago, but nothing's happened since then.
They communicate with you often?
No, they're too far away for radio. The core energy garbles anything over a half a mile or so.
Interesting. Little bit of trivia. Nothing here. Okay. I'll be entering this place last.
Hold on, my computer's acting up.
How big is this kingdom anyway?
Kingdom? We're a corporate city-state with a profit by the workers for the workers. Well, that's what President Dugan says.
I wouldn't trust Dugan.
What you got there?
Yeah, it's a computer I use to keep track of my work, but it's on the fritz.
Let me see what I can do. Ah, you need the new OS upgrade.
Crap. Thanks, though. Yeah, let me repay you for your help.
Oh. That's actually not bad.
Where can we find Bowman?
You'll find him in the cathedral. I'd stay away from him. He's trouble.
Nah, he's not trouble. This. Full HP resurrection. Well, let's enter the store from the top and exit from the bottom.
Can I interest you in anything?
Oi. Wait, I'm just curious how much that...
Can I interest...
How much does that... There you go. 1000 gold just like that. For a dialogue interaction with Grob. He the man. Let's just steal.
Can I...
Hell.
Hey, get away from there!
Damn it. I tried once and I fail. That's just sad. No more stealing, guys. Well, I can't go this way, can I?
Welcome to Wind City's Capitol building. Can I help you?
Who's in charge here?
Our newly elected President Dugan. Do you have an appointment?
No, I guess not.
What kind of communication lines are all over the city?
State-of-the-art data transfer lines. They avoid the unreliability of airwave communication.
Unreliability?
Energy from the core makes it hard to send transmissions further than a few miles.
Okay, interesting.
Welcome to Wind City's Capitol building. Can I help you?
Can I get a passport?
I'm afraid that can only be granted by President Dugan's permission. And he's away on official business.
How can I contact the Holy Guard?
We no longer have any official ties to that branch.
She sounds like she hates her job. Let's see.
It looks broken.
This is supposed to turn. I'd need a much bigger wrench to fix that.
Well, let's move on.
There's an iron collar bolting it to the table.
What if we burn that?
Stand back.
Fly to me, head, fly to me. Okay, interesting. We got the head of the statue in the graveyard. I'll just keep it in for like a couple of seconds. Or hell, I'll just read it out. Ghost Fables. In the outback of Shell 2, there is said to be a strange old farm with a disturbing past. A family once lived there, enjoying the prosperity of the land, until one day a horrible accident shattered their lives. The family was sitting down to supper while the children chased each other around the yard. The children's game got out of hand, and the youngest boy accidentally fell down the well and could not be saved. The family, no longer feeling comfortable in their home, left for the cities. They say the crops still grow at the farm, and that the ghost of the boy still awaits the return of his family and the call to supper. All about sad stories. Let's see what else. Book of Helgacs. The origin of Helgak. Helgak are the dominant animal species of our world. Generally, any floating creature with a calciate or bony exoskeleton is considered to be of the Helgak family. Most scholars believe these animals were put here by the Creator to perform tasks for man. But recent theories speculate that the Helgak are mutations from a period before even Marduk's age, when man could not distinguish between technology and science. Recent proofs of these arguments lie in similar genetic information between common wolves and thunder lions, and even between humans and Underlust. Many, however, still consider the biology of the Helgak to be quite beyond our means of creation. Their mysterious purpose seems to deliberate for our frail minds. By the way, wolves are wolves, and thunder lions are those rock-looking creatures that we fought when we first got here on the shell. Those that you look at the rocks, those 5 rocks, and you fight them. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going? Not a very talkative fellow.
Nope. Let's see what else can we uncover. The big book of the conjunction. Every 100 years the shells of Septerra allow enough light to reach the core, an event known as the conjunction. An unexplainable result of the conjunction is the effect on the creatures of Septerra. One of the oddest examples is the Kahli crabs of shellfree. Every 100 years during the conjunction, these deep lake dwellers leave their homes and travel to the shores of their birth, there to spawn, laying the eggs for another generation. Okay. Elementals and demigods. Sedna is the queen of the ocean, the master of the life-giving sea. Sedna was a girl who was tricked by a demon into marriage. Rather than surrender to the unholy and deceitful union, she flung herself into the freezing ocean. She is said to watch over the bounty of the sea and to bless and reward the people who use their marine resources responsibly and never overtax the waters. Pilitak, or however you pronounce it, is the great and loyal creature that watches and protects Sedna in the service of the elements. Finally, Sedna's water is deadly to the element of fire. Okay. Anything else? Let's see. Ouroboros. Near the core of the world there is a cave, a temple to the three-headed serpent of fire, Ouroboros. Ouroboros is as old as the world, and his body is long enough to encircle all of Septerra. Through the fury he feels at his lack of unity, Ouroboros generates light and heat to warm and fuel Septerra. Some legends have said that the world would end when the three heads agree on any one thing. Finally, Ouroboros' fire bakes the element of earth. So fire is strong against earth, water is strong against fire. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
Another silent type.
Not a very...
Or maybe the same silent type. Book on Helgax. Helgak have very soft brains and are thus easily domesticated. Man found use for Helgak as far back as our oldest written historical records. Many of the breeds retain air gases that allow them to float for long periods of time, making Helgak useful for transportation and manual labor such as agriculture. The bony chitin of their shells is also useful for armor and weapons. The Chosen have taken Helgakian genetics further than anyone, growing altered Helgak as a basis for their ships, armors, weapons, and even shelter. While many regard this as inhuman treatment of a living being, it is clearly much more efficient to heal a device as opposed to fixing it. Interesting. So much to read. Please, no. Everyone's going to get bored of this episode. The 7 layers of continents that orbit our planet, called world shells, are each connected to the Great Spine. The rotation of the shells turn the joints of the spine and create vast amounts of power, which is collected in the core. Here it is used to run its ancient machinery and regulate every aspect of the planet. Excess energy is radiated from the core into the world. This energy can be used for many purposes, from running machinery to casting spells. Every living thing has the ability to tap this energy and use it. Humans can replenish their core energy by sleeping or by using ancient relics called core runes to quickly regain energy. Core engines are special devices that draw in core power from the world and store it for use in machines. Any more books? Oh, there is this one. Humbaba. The guardian of earth and ore, Humbaba, is the living personification of a volcano. The body of this one-eyed giant is made of stone, lava, and metal. Humbaba watches over the forest and the land, carefully regulating the ecology of our world. When balance is lost, all suffer Humbaba's fury, until he can be quieted and reassured that men are adequate stewards of his lands. Finally, Humbaba's earth is deadly to air. Earth trumps out air. Okay, so it's water against fire, fire against earth against air, and then air against water, or what? Fate cards in theory and practice. The battle between Marduk and Gamma may be long over, but their struggle for the hearts and minds of the people of Septerra will rage quietly for a long time. It is said that combining the fate cards of the giver of law and the maker of chaos creates powerful spells, reflecting the intensity of the epic war waged by the two fates who have shaped our world. Who? Okay, this should be the last elemental one then. A mighty bird, with wings that span the height of 100 men. Simurgh is the watcher of air, wind, sky, and weather. Every 1,000 years the Simurgh nests to lay a single egg. This egg contains her spirit, reborn and refreshed, a phoenix, to best serve the elements of the ether. When the egg is hatched, the old Simurgh blows away as dust, and then young hatchling continues the task, of the guardian of wind. Finally, Simurgh's lightning is deadly to denseness of water. Okay, so it's lightning. Air. Lightning makes sense. Air, not so much. Ancient manuscripts and texts. Holy shit, they have so much trivia here. Dogo the trickster. Dogo is a mysterious and treacherous demigod of folklore and myth. No one really knows to whom this being pays allegiance, and his dark and clever mind is truly hidden from all but the Creator. When Gamma held Kira the angel as prisoner in his secret fortress, it was Dogo who made her rescue possible. He convinced the Demon Lord to allow Kira to have at least one item of comfort, a mirror. She could use it, he argued, to make herself beautiful for her new lord. Gamma, ever greedy and lustful, agreed. Dogo created her mirror from the very stuff of the core and gave it to the captured angel. She used it to reflect her light into the heavens, creating the stars. Marduk, seeing this sign, followed the brightest to Gamma's hidden lair, rescuing Kira and destroying Gamma. So basically Dogo is a bro. Stop spazzing out, Maya. I know I've read so much, and there's so much more to read. Oh my god, Gamma. Gamma was once a seraphim who stood alongside Marduk and Kira at the Creator's side. Okay, so basically Lucifer. But soon, lusting for the power of God, he fell from grace to become a twisted demon lord. Banished to the utter darkness, Gamma swore revenge and found his way into the lands of men. There he built his secret fortress of Gehan, plotting his ultimate rule of all the known universe. To this end, the demon created an army of spirits from the outer reaches of the elemental realms, and used them to steal the Creator's core keys and even the Angel of Light, Kira. When Gamma was finally destroyed, his body was thrown into the pits of Genak, there to burn for all eternity. Marduk then captured the Dark One's evil spirits and trapped them within another dimension, to be called on only by the followers of his law, to forever be used to battle the followers of chaos, fighting fire with fire. Okay. The Creator. Now this should be interesting. The mysterious force who created the world of Septerra to function as a meticulous clockwork on a planetary scale. At the center of this world he created is the core, believed by many to be the regulator of our planet, forever watching over its master's creation. Many scholars have studied the various clues left behind by the Creator's followers and poured through the ancient texts in pursuit of the nature of this supreme God. Why did he create the keys that are prophesied to unlock the core? What is that fabled gift of the Creator that he who succeeds in communing with the core is destined to receive? Marduk once prophesied that it would be the grace by which mankind would save himself from certain doom. Many believe it to be a test of all mankind on that fateful day. Test of all mankind, yeah, I read it correctly, and that the Creator will judge us all, and we shall either receive the hellfires of the pits of Janak, or we shall inherit the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, very religious themed, I guess. That's where the inspiration came from. Another elemental, death. Oh, Thanatos. Death comes eventually for all the children of the Creator in the form of, well, I hope I pronounce it correctly, Thanatos is the giver and taker of the spark of life, the floating and fearsome spectre that is present at every passing to guide our spirits into the next realm. Thanatos does not answer to Marduk, Gamma, or even the Creator. Only his eternal love, loyalty, and devotion to the angel Kira keeps him at his job and allows us all to finally sleep a life fully lived. Death itself. The life sciences. New theories. Recently, so-called scientists have concocted bizarre theories concerning the appearances of life on Septerra, rejecting the long-accepted tales of the Creator, Marduk, and Gamma. And these theoreticians postulate that living creatures came about through gradual change over millions of years. Yeah. So, just like in real life, starting as one-celled organisms and gaining complexity through competitive struggle. Even more preposterous, some such fools suggest that man himself may have come from the lowly Helgak. Sorry for that, breathing in the mic. That's just interesting, for lack of better wording. Kira, the angel of light. Most revered of all the Creator's seraphims in angels, it is Kira who is responsible for the light of day and night. So desirable was she that Gamma, the fallen, took her from the heavens and hid her within his secret fortress of Gehan. After her rescue and the restoration of her light to the world, Kira became Marduk's bride, ruling Septerra from his side as queen of the city of Babylon. During this time, she brought her healing powers and rejuvenating light to all the people of the world. Shells. Okay, we'll talk to the monk in just a jiffy. Holy shit. Well, GG to anyone that followed through all of that reading.
What is this place?
This is the library of Wind City. What would you like to know?
A lot of things.
Huh, this place is even bigger than Aziz's temple.
Aziz? I once knew a man named Aziz. Bright fellow.
Do you have any books on robotics?
What? How delightful. A clockwork dog.
Actually, he's not a dog. He's a robot.
What?
Never mind.
A clockwork dog.
Do you know anything about the statue in the graveyard?
It's the likeness of an ancient necromancer, Drax. The statue was defiled years ago. Its head lies in the library for safekeeping. Some say the head was removed to keep the curse of Drax from animating the statue. But that's just a myth.
Oh, so if you put the head on, nothing's going to happen. Okay.
What's up with the monks?
They have taken a vow of silence in protest to the proposed dissolution of the Holy Guard. The monks had proposed a system by which the city would be run by both the guard and the presidency, with the library as a third branch to keep power balanced. But the people do not listen.
People never listen, Abbott. They never do.
Do you know a man named Bowman?
A great, yet troubled man.
Why?
President Dugan wants to dissolve the Holy Guard, the protectors of Wind City, and rule without the checks and balances that the Guard provides. Bowman, who leads the Guard, must decide if he should force the people into the light of truth or give in and watch as they are led down a dark path of lies.
Tell me the story of the Fates.
During the infancy of our world, the Creator fashioned two relics of power that could be used to communicate with the core and receive its power. Many men fought over these keys, but only one succeeded in snaring them away from God. The demon Gemma, who also kidnapped Kira, the angel of light, to be his bride. When his host of angels failed to defeat the demon, the Creator sent Marduk, his only begotten son, to defeat the forces of darkness and left the affairs of men forever. Marduk searched for Gemma's secret fortress, assembling an army of warriors from every world shell, the army of the Seven Winds. But an army cannot fight what they cannot find. When all hope appeared lost, Dogo, a trickster demon, convinced Gemma that he should allow Kira to have at least one item of comfort, a mirror. She could use it, he argued, to make herself beautiful for her new lord. Gemma, ever greedy and lustful, agreed. Dogo created her mirror from the very stuff of the core and gave it to the captured angel. She used it to reflect her light into the heavens, creating the stars. Marduk, seeing this sign, followed the brightest to Gemma's hidden lair. After a battle that raged for 100 days, the Son of God smote Gemma. Marduk sent the demon's soul to the secret places of the earth. His blood became rivers, and his eyes the darkness of death. Gemma's body was thrown into the hellish pits of Janak, there to burn for all eternity. Afterwards, Marduk captured Gemma's demon spawn and imprisoned them within other dimensions, to be called on by his followers alone. Then he created the temple city of Babylon and ruled with Kira for many years, hiding the keys until mankind would need the gift that lies in the core.
Ah, the kingdom of heaven.
Yes, Marduk taught us that its power would one day save the world.
Yeah, that was a lot of text. Now most of it we already read, but he added a few things here and there.
Do you know how the Great Spine works?
Yes, I've studied it well. The spine connects all the world shells like a giant rod from the north to the south pole. It gathers the energy created by the rotation of the continents, which act like giant turbines. Now, this energy is used to power the core, and is the source of the energy that we all use to cast spells and power our machinery.
Pretty much what we read.
Do you know of Marduk?
Wind City was founded by his followers.
His followers?
Yes, for Marduk raised the 7 winds of Septerra, 7 armies, one of each world shell, and led them against Gemma and his dark legions. Marduk slew the Dark One, and captured his demon minions to be called only by Marduk's followers. Our holy guard of the 7 winds carry on Marduk's teachings.
Thank you, Abbott. Now I'll just go to the graveyard and then end the episode there. Ancient manuscripts. I don't even know if I've read that one, but enough reading. Let's just get to the graveyard. Also, this area is big, but as you can see, I cannot go to the other places because she doesn't let me. That one. She's on her duty. Oh, forgot I cannot run and hit tab to look at the map. think I pretty much talked to everyone there is to talk to. Oh, this way. Stop dancing, man. Okay. World map. Oh, now I'll end the episode after I put in the head and see what happens. Let's just, oh wait, wasn't there like a grave? It was like a grave. I forgot where the gravestone is that I could actually look at. Well, oh, this is the one. I'm an idiot. It's right next to the statue.
What a big tomb. Must have been a big shot.
This tomb has got to be several hundred years old at least.
Damn, but what does it say? Okay, Ronald doesn't sense anything wrong with it. Oh, you're going to do the mechanism thing here. Put on the head and let's see what happens. Oi. Abbott lied. Now, this should be very anticlimactic for you guys. I don't know if it would work, but I guess you can use healing items on the enemy and it does damage. I'm not sure, but let's just test it. As you can see, it's just a funny thing. Look at the experience and gold I got. And we got another fate card, which I'll be testing out in the next episode. Thank you for watching and goodbye.